Today we're going to review Squid Game Season 3, but I feel like it should be Squid Game Season 2 Part 2. So it's like the other half of Season 2, basically. This season we can see a lot of shifts and the story progression and character development. At the same time we see no progression in some subplots, which I'm going to touch on a little bit later. So after the chaos at the end of Season 2, we can see characters' relationships split. Some uncertainty grows in their minds, and especially some characters blinded by rage. From the first game of this season, I can feel more weight in terms of everything, emotions, empathy and stuff. I feel more for the characters because the last season was like a setup for this final season. The games, though, in my opinion, lacks creativity. They did a good job adding a lot of tension, but it has very low creativity. There is one unexpected moment that they executed like very excellently. It kind of shocked me. Most of the performances were great. I feel like they acted their heart out. Player 456, the main character, however, got to act in his own natural way. He didn't scream and shout all the time that much anymore. The thing is, you don't have to act aggressive to show that you're a good actor. Aggression is just one of the human emotions. There are a lot more ways to explore more emotions and to show your range of acting. So you can use the eye acting and facial expression as well. The silent acting sometimes does the job. On the performances, I feel like the VIP's performance is criminal. How do these people get these jobs? Basically, most of the white people performances in this show are downright horrible, and I'm not saying it as an exaggeration, I'm saying it as a plain fact. I feel like I was listening to NPCs. So most of the plot is trying to challenge the ideas of humanity, existence. Like, is it still there? The idea of good and bad. They're trying to make us predict the character's next move or the next sequence that could happen. Some characters are trying to prove each other wrong through their ideology. One thing I like to give a shout though, it's not related to the show. It is related to a show, but it's not that important, but I want to give it a shout. So one character twists their ankle and it suddenly turns purple and like swollen. It's not true at all. I had a personal experience twisting my ankle in a badminton match, and it took so long to get swollen, and it took so long to get to that collar. And once you get to that collar, you can't even stand. You can't even put your ankle or your leg straight. It's gonna be so painful once you get to that collar. So once you get to the purple collar and swollen at the same time, you can't walk, you can't stand, you can't do anything. Now the most useless and stupid character award goes to... Why? Why does this subplot has to happen? I hate to break it to you, but it gets nowhere. Literally. Nothing changed. It has no impact on the storyline whatsoever. I like the ending of the game, not the ending of the show though. At the end of the game, it comes full circle like a proper character development arc, and I like it. They implemented it well. When it comes to the final episode, there are a bunch of unearned opportunity for some characters that doesn't have any depth. I feel like they're just there because of greed and nothing. We don't get to connect to them in any sort of ways like some other characters. I feel like some other characters deserve to go to that final episode more than them. I feel like they're all just filler characters. Why did they deserve to get this far? So I'm gonna give the show Squid Game Season 3 an 8 out of 10, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.